JA Solar keeps producing and promoting high-performance PV products. Keep innovation and persisting on the belief of customer focus. Keep improving for better solutions and harvesting more sunshine. Integrated with the belief of high efficiency, reliable, and environment-friendly, JA Solar launched Deep Blue 3.0 modules with lower LCOE, but creating more customer value. Deep Blue 3.0 adopts 182mm large sizing wafers, which brings higher power generation benefits. The gallium doping technology has been fully deployed, which effectively mitigates the initial light-induced degradation, LID, and ensures high effective and stable power generation performance. The new generation Perseum Plus cells significantly improve power generation performance under high temperature operation environment and low irradiance condition power generation performance capability through optimized cells front and back service with passivated workmanship. And the mainstream mass production conversion efficiency of the cells can reach up to 23.3%. The optimized 11 busbar cell design shortens the current transmission distance, reduces the cell internal resistance loss, fully improves cell conversion efficiency, reduces the risk of micro cracks, and enhances product reliability. Deep Blue 3.0 adopts advanced module encapsulating technology, optimized high-quality encapsulating materials, half-cut cells series parallel structure, and the mainstream mass production efficiency could reach 21.1%. Diversified types of solar module design to match with different applications and meet the diverse needs of customers' requirements. Harvest the sunshine. JA Solar strictly focuses on the quality of its products as priority. We try to provide our best products for customers with spirit of excellence craftsmanship in each process and detail, which includes raw materials qualification, module design, manufacturing, quality inspection, and testing. Deep Blue 3.0 embodies the refined manufacturing process, leading-edge technologies, advanced devices of JA Solar. From ingot, wafer, solar cells to modules, JA Solar continuously carries out technological innovations to upgrade product property. Automated, intelligent, and integrated precision manufacturing facilities and excellent manufacturing capabilities proves the premium assurance for product quality. Refined manufacturing process and leading-edge technologies. Diffusion Plus SE, reducing the contact resistance between silicon wafer and electrode and the surface recombination. Alkali polishing, no nitric and no sulfuric acid without environment pollution. Integration of PECVD, aluminum oxide, and silicon nitride coating to improve the coating quality. Integration of laser slotting, printing, bifacial, double measurement automatic packaging. Non-destructive laser cutting, effectively reducing micro cracks and leakage current at the cell cutting edge. Automatic overlap welding and automatic packaging facilities improve product quality and production capacity. Automation and intelligence, integrated precision manufacturing equipment and outstanding manufacturing capabilities provide an important guarantee for product quality. JA Solar high-quality products have been qualified by hundreds of technical tests and inspections, such as wet leakage current, hot spot endurance, strike impact, and accelerated aging to ensure high product reliability. Modules with 182 silicon wafer makes full usage of container space, reduced transportation costs, and easy for solar module handover. Harvest the sunshine. JA Solar always follows the principle of customer orientation and helps customers reduce the costs of solar system accompanying with more benefits. With the concept of green energy development being accepted by more people, PV power generation has been paid more attention within recent years. Deep Blue 3.0 has become the valued recognition of global customers for its excellent power generation performance. JA Solar continuously keep technology innovations and products upgrade by providing high quality, high efficiency, and aggressive cost PVC products to our valued customers and lighting up the new era of solar energy with lower LCOE solutions. Deep Blue 3.0 for now and also for future. Harvest the sunshine. JA Solar keeps producing and promoting high-performance PV products. Keep innovation and persisting on the belief of customer focus. Keep improving for better solutions and harvesting more sunshine. Integrated with the belief of high efficiency, reliable, and environment-friendly, JA Solar launched Deep Blue 3.0 modules with lower LCOE, but creating more customer value. Deep Blue 3.0 adopts 182mm large sizing wafers, which brings higher power generation benefits. The gallium doping technology has been fully deployed, which effectively mitigates the initial light-induced degradation, LID, and ensures high effective and stable power generation performance. The new generation Perseum Plus cells significantly improve power generation performance under high temperature operation environment and low irradiance condition power generation performance capability through optimized cells front and back service with passivated workmanship. And the mainstream mass production conversion efficiency of the cells can reach up to 23.3%. The optimized 11 busbar cell design shortens the current transmission distance, reduces the cell internal resistance loss, fully improves cell conversion efficiency, reduces the risk of micro cracks, and enhances product reliability. Deep Blue 3.0 adopts advanced module encapsulating technology, optimized high-quality encapsulating materials, half-cut cells series parallel structure, and the mainstream mass production efficiency could reach 21.1%. Diversified types of solar module design to match with different applications and meet the diverse needs of customers' requirements. Harvest the sunshine. JA Solar strictly focuses on the quality of its products as priority. We try to provide our best products for customers with spirit of excellence craftsmanship in each process and detail, which includes raw materials qualification, module design, manufacturing, quality inspection, and testing. Deep Blue 3.0 embodies the refined manufacturing process, leading-edge technologies, advanced devices of JA Solar. From ingot, wafer, solar cells to modules, JA Solar continuously carries out technological innovations to upgrade product property. Automated, intelligent, and integrated precision manufacturing facilities and excellent manufacturing capabilities proves the premium assurance for product quality. Refined manufacturing process and leading-edge technologies. Diffusion Plus SE, reducing the contact resistance between silicon wafer and electrode and the surface recombination. Alkali polishing, no nitric and no sulfuric acid without environment pollution. Integration of PECVD, aluminum oxide, and silicon nitride coating to improve the coating quality. Integration of laser slotting, printing, bifacial double measurement automatic packaging. Non-destructive laser cutting, effectively reducing micro cracks and leakage current at the cell cutting edge. Automatic overlap welding and automatic packaging facilities improve product quality and production capacity. Automation and intelligence, integrated precision manufacturing equipment and outstanding manufacturing capabilities provide an important guarantee for product quality. JA Solar high-quality products have been qualified by hundreds of technical tests and inspections, such as wet leakage current, hot spot endurance, strike impact, and accelerated aging to ensure high product reliability. Modules with 182 silicon wafer makes full usage of container space, reduced transportation costs, and easy for solar module handover. Harvest the sunshine. JA Solar always follows the principle of customer orientation and helps customers reduce the costs of solar system accompanying with more benefits. With the concept of green energy development being accepted by more people, PV power generation has been paid more attention within recent years. Deep Blue 3.0 has become the valued recognition of global customers for its excellent power generation performance. JA Solar continuously keep technology innovations and products upgrade by providing high quality, high efficiency, and aggressive cost PVC products to our valued customers and lighting up the new era of solar energy with lower LCOE solutions. Deep Blue 3.0 for now and also for future. Harvest the sunshine. JA Solar keeps producing and promoting high-performance PV products. Keep innovation and persisting on the belief of customer focus. Keep improving for better solutions and harvesting more sunshine. Integrated with the belief of high efficiency, reliable, and environment friendly, JA Solar launched Deep Blue 3.0 modules with lower LCOE, but creating more customer value. Deep Blue 3.0 adopts 182 millimeter large sizing wafers, which brings higher power generation benefits. The gallium doping technology has been fully deployed, which effectively mitigates the initial light-induced degradation, LID, and ensures high effective and stable power generation performance. The new generation Perseum Plus cells significantly improve power generation performance under high temperature operation environment and low irradiance condition power generation performance capability through optimized cells front and back service with passivated workmanship. And the mainstream mass production conversion efficiency of the cells can reach up to 23.3%. The optimized 11 busbar cell design shortens the current transmission distance, reduces the cell internal resistance loss, fully improves cell conversion efficiency, reduces the risk of micro cracks, and enhances product reliability. Deep Blue 3.0 adopts advanced module encapsulating technology, optimized high-quality encapsulating materials, half-cut cells series parallel structure, and the mainstream mass production efficiency could reach 21.1%. Diversified types of solar module design to match with different applications and meet the diverse needs of customers' requirements. Harvest the sunshine. JA Solar strictly focuses on the quality of its products as priority. We try to provide our best products for customers with spirit of excellence craftsmanship in each process and detail, which includes raw materials qualification, module design, manufacturing, quality inspection, and testing. Deep Blue 3.0 embodies the refined manufacturing process, leading-edge technologies, advanced devices of JA Solar. From ingot, wafer, solar cells to modules, JA Solar continuously carries out technological innovations to upgrade product property. Automated, intelligent, and integrated precision manufacturing facilities and excellent manufacturing capabilities proves the premium assurance for product quality. Refined manufacturing process and leading-edge technologies. Diffusion Plus SE, reducing the contact resistance between silicon wafer and electrode and the surface recombination. Alkali polishing, no nitric and no sulfuric acid without environment pollution. Integration of PECVD, aluminum oxide, and silicon nitride coating to improve the coating quality. Integration of laser slotting, printing, bifacial double measurement automatic packaging. Non-destructive laser cutting, effectively reducing micro cracks and leakage current at the cell cutting edge. Automatic overlap welding and automatic packaging facilities improve product quality and production capacity. Automation and intelligence, integrated precision manufacturing equipment and outstanding manufacturing capabilities provide an important guarantee for product quality. JA Solar high-quality products have been qualified by hundreds of technical tests and inspections, such as wet leakage current, hot spot endurance, strike impact, and accelerated aging to ensure high product reliability. Modules with 182 silicon wafer makes full usage of container space, reduced transportation costs, and easy for solar module handover. Harvest the sunshine. JA Solar always follows the principle of customer orientation and helps customers reduce the costs of solar system accompanying with more benefits. With the concept of green energy development being accepted by more people, PV power generation has been paid more attention within recent years. Deep Blue 3.0 has become the valued recognition of global customers for its excellent power generation performance. JA Solar continuously keep technology innovations and products upgrade by providing high quality, high efficiency, and aggressive cost PVC products to our valued customers and lighting up the new era of solar energy with lower LCOE solutions. Deep Blue 3.0 for now and also for future. Harvest the sunshine. JA Solar keeps producing and promoting high-performance PV products. Keep innovation and persisting on the belief of customer focus. Keep improving for better solutions and harvesting more sunshine. Integrated with the belief of high efficiency, reliable, and environment friendly, JA Solar launched Deep Blue 3.0 modules with lower LCOE, but creating more customer value. Deep Blue 3.0 adopts 182 mm large sizing wafers, which brings higher power generation benefits. The gallium doping technology has been fully deployed, which effectively mitigates the initial light-induced degradation, LID, and ensures high, effective, and stable power generation performance. The new generation Perseum Plus cells significantly improve power generation performance under high-temperature operation environment and low irradiance condition power generation performance.
Buenos días, buenas tardes.
Good morning and good night, everyone. Greetings from JA Solar in Chile. My name is David de Lara, and I will be your host today. On behalf of JA Solar, I would like to welcome all the invited speakers and attendees who have joined this webinar. Today's topic will be JA Solar's next-gen solar modules and their impact on the levelized cost of energy. So for today, we have a very interesting program, and let me remind you that JA Solar has been running several webinars with different presentations, products reviews, and technical demonstrations. On this occasion, we have changed our point of view, and we are looking towards Chile, an emerging market with enormous potential in Latin America, and which in recent years has announced a multitude of photovoltaic ground-mounted projects. So, to support and develop this emerging market, we have 5 guests at today's webinar who will speak about Chilean market trends and JA Solar's new family of modules. So, in addition, we will reserve part of the time to be able to answer the questions asked by the attendees throughout this webinar. So, we hope to see your questions and comments. Before starting today's session, for the director, Xinmin Huang, Senior Vice President and member of the Board of Directors of JA Solar, has sent us the following message.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's conference. I'm Xinmin Huang, responsible for JA Solar's global commercial activities. It's a great pleasure to have you all join us for this exciting webinar. Over the course of the last 18 months, we have faced probably the most challenging period since the early 2010s, when the solar industry had a tough time dealing with the impact of 2008 economic crisis and the policy changes in those years. This year, we have witnessed the continuous spread of the COVID-19 virus and the dramatic increase of raw material and logistics costs. Despite the challenging macro conditions, Latin America in general, Chile in particular, has proven to be a highly resilient market for solar energy with tremendous potential. In June 2021, the Ministry of Energy and Mining announced that the government will increase the target for the share of non-conventional sources of electricity generation to 40% by 2030. As demand for green power continues to grow, we are positive on the outlook for PV development, both on the distributed generation side as well as the larger power plant business in Chile. JA Solar's mission is to maintain its leadership in supplying and servicing the local PV market, while focusing on innovation and further improvement on our products portfolio. Despite the challenges I discussed earlier, we have managed the situation with your collective understanding that we must work together diligently so we can thrive in the future. On the innovation front, our technology roadmap enables us to deliver the most efficient and reliable solar modules to the market. In 2020, we launched the Deep Blue 3 series module based on 182mm wafers. We believe it is the optimal solution for decreasing LCOE. In terms of customer service, we have continuously strengthened our commercial and technical teams to deliver best-in-class customer experiences and optimal solutions to our partners and customers. In Chile, we have strived to further enhance customer experience and reaction time by establishing a solid team capable for providing efficient solutions. Thank you for your trust and making JA Solar your business partner. Let's work together to further promote the development and deployment of solar energy in Chile and the neighboring countries. Thank you again for joining us, and please enjoy the webinar.
Muchas gracias, Director Juan.
Thank you very much, Director Huang. So it's well known to all that Chile is attracting more and more investors from all over the world, especially for photovoltaic plants and other renewable plants. The market is maturing, and that is why we have prepared the following video for you to help you better understand solar development in these years. So we shall give the words to Victor Sobra, Senior Business Development Manager at JA Solar, who is going to talk about Deep Blue 3.0 premium solution for the best levelized cost of energy. Yeah, thank you very much, and good day for all the participants. And one best regarding from the different countries to participate for the webinar. Yeah, I shall start from giving all the thanks and appreciation for all the audience. So talking about the JA Solar Deep Blue 3.0, I want to talk about all the achievements about the company of the founded in 2005. Like we have a significant portfolio, like outstanding of activities, like enterprises, to improve our market situation and market share.
Perdona, Víctor. Víctor, estás...
No.
Disculpa.
¿Ahora sí?
Ahora sí,
Sí.
escuchamos, ahora sí.
Ya, perfecto. Perdón, nuevamente.
Sorry, I was... Yeah, now it's okay. Yeah, I will give all the regards from the different parties, from different parts of the countries and the continents. I will give all the introduction for the introduction of the company for the last years, like from 2005, from the foundation. We have advances like not only from the point of view of the company, but also from the technology points. Like we have been classified by with 12 manufacturing bases and more than 20 branches all over the world. And we are classified like the first manufacturers of the world. So this year, we are going to produce like many modules.
Disculpa que te corte
And
creo que no se está compartiendo tu presentación.
Perdón,
sorry, I was trying to share my screen.
Son los problemas del directo.
son el problema del directo. Ahora sí.
No, it's okay. It's for my PowerPoint.
Me van a disculpar.
Yeah, sorry for the technical problem. Not going to happen again. Like we are explaining, we have available in like 135 countries and regions. And for the market share and quote and power panels, like globally, we have the 37 millions of inversion and 11% of participation of the market share. Now we are talking about all the international accreditations, certifications. But I also want to highlight all the local certification of Brazil and Colombia and Chile, talking about the SEC, like a specific like certification and special certifications in the local market. Now we are going to see the overall increasing about the wafers and the cells and modules. Like we have talked already, like from the different years, different decades, and different corresponding like gigawatts. And we have increased a lot gigawatts and the efficiency with the different types of installations and different countries, and made in China also, and fabricated in Malaysia also, elaborated. Now we are talking about the trends of the module efficiency, like the efficiency and the power have changed about the panels, because we have been through all the technology advances and changes. And there is a significant change of the power of the panels until today, like G6 and M10 and G12 with different like power. Now we are talking about all the modules of cells and different changes from different series of Deep Blue, version 1, version 2, and version 3. Yeah, we have updated all the products with different millimeters. And with JA Solars, we are working on the 180 millimeters, 82 millimeters, and 66 millimeters. This is the graphic with the latest years and with the different projections and module and prem. Why has increased the price of the power panels? I have been in different occasions to explain to all the clients until now, this date, the changing of the infrastructures and the production material, like raw materials, and also is variant of the proportion of total module cost. And the increasing of the silicon also affect a lot, like a major part of the market price. The like mono used, like single used silicon price has like overwhelmed a lot, has raised a lot, like 125%. From November and October from last year, they have increased like exponentially with other components also. The reasons, the impact on the production we can observe. It's like 18% or 17% of the silicon of the raw materials. And the module cost also like 18.4%. Like we ask for all the audience and patients, like for the next pages, like with the increasing of the cost of the transport, like marine transport. Like overall, it's like the topic is about the increasement, like increasing of the cost of the transportation and the shipping freight of the containers. And talking about the benchmarks, global benchmark and rate indices. Index, it's like with different dollars and different price, they have increased a lot. Now we are achieving like 2,500 like dollars in Chile. And also for United States, also they are suffering a lot about this change of transportation fees until now. So for this year, talking about from the starting, the beginning of this year, the transportation fees from China to Latin America has increased like 443%. And they are like stuck in some of the containers from China to like Latin America. So they require more like ships and require more like weekly service for these kind of routes. And yeah, for the lack of the charge of the devolution is also another like factor. Like with the congestion of San Antonio of the port, they can delay like from 8 to 9 days to arrive to the client. For the different regions and for the different countries of the Latin American, like they are importing more manufacturers products than the exportation, so that the devolution is more expensive. And now we are talking about the projection of the distributed generated like small medias. This is the installed capacity for the small medias like of generation and distribution in Chile. This is the report different, like about 1,000 megawatts for capacity.
Entonces, ya el 2021 Chile ha superado los 10 gigavatios de capacidad instalada en centrales.
Like Chile has achieved more than like 10,000 megawatts in 2021 with the installed capacity of centers of renewable energies and unconventional energies in the country, and with the operations of the project with this kind of decades in the country. And this includes all the photovoltaics technologies and thermal solars and wind and biomassa and gas also, and geothermics. For the information like provided for the national electric coordinator with the I want to like put some also the highlights with some challenges. So Chile is in the like main process. Like in the future, that will be installed for 4 centers until like 2025. Like they will achieve like a total of 1,097 megawatts, like equivalent to 20% of capacity, like to the actual centers of carbon. And talking about the transmission, there is also a challenge, like the manpower also. There are more delays in the project of generation and the transmission due to the pandemic. We also have the impact to the inflexible of the renewable generation because the spot price and the security of the supply. So and there are also possible effects to the expansion plan. And for the stocking also, there are like development and projects for this kind of small medias that included with the stock, like under the new regime and the new normalities with the stock. They are worrying about the theme, the challenges, but for sure with the time we can solve and anticipate all the problems.
Terminar mi presentación,
To overcome all the
pido
problems. And for finishing the PPT, and yeah, sorry for the delay. I want to put also highlight into the compatibility about our product with the structures. We have all the possibility of like different like followers or the trackers, and they are like inverters like with compatibility. And now it's turn of Alan. Thanks a lot, Victor, for the presentation. The white paper published by JA Solar and 2 other companies last month has demonstrated the advantages of using 182 millimeters wafers for photovoltaic projects, which seems for the most profitable solution based on the deep analysis of the determining factors of all value chain for the manufactured photovoltaic modules carried out by JA Solar. So Mr. Wang just said, increasing the power size of like modules will not guarantee to reduce the cost of the plant. So bigger doesn't always mean better. So now we are going to pass the word to Alan Gibbons. Yeah. Talk more about the deep blue. About the webinar. The premium solution to improve the levelized cost of energy. Victor has done about the general view of all the deep blue products. So I will go more specifically about the product, about J Solar's next generation. Yeah, we have been working for the next years, for the following, like a small overview about all the products. This is the small cell, small module from 2018. They have upgraded to until the 182 millimeters from last year. This year we have been working to increase more capacity. Like this is our major product. And the N type also we're working. And Vision also. This Topcon technology and modules. And Chingo also is one of our other type. Now we are like improvising to formalize our main projects, major projects, that they can offer us, supply us, or provide more advantages. And for the pilot line for next year, we are preparing for the Deep Blue 4.0 module. The different size. We have been working also the N-type module and heterounion also, heterojunction, and the other horizontal products with different power and efficiency with different varieties for the different requirement of the market. Why it's so important? We have to update and upgrade for the N-type product because we require other different the perk for the efficiency. In theory, theoretically, it's almost 25% of the efficiency in the cells and tandem. So we are reaching to the limit practically. This is our major advantages for the increasing of the efficiency without increasing the size. Heterojunction, this kind of product allows us to reach like 28 or 29% of the best conversion of the work. This is a solution for the better LCOE for the different features. It's the PERC cell for M10 and it's smaller in the size because we are considering about the size of the products and we are we have found the ideal size for the multiple technologies and half cell, and it can give us more reliability. the PERC technology. We know this this is a dominating type of the product because it can offer us more less radiation and the efficiency of the temperature coefficient of temperature and with the high temperature about the PID. Because with every grade of the temperature increasing, we are losing energy. With a monoPERC and monocrystalline, we have the better improvement of 2 or 3% of the improvement. This is the same 182 meters M10 wafer. This with the different suitable characteristics, suitable features. And we have changed the material with a different doping. They have applied other type of wafers with all the efficiency and the cell. This is a multiple collector bar, different bus bar. Compared with the anterior bus bar, now it's smaller. Allows us to have more less impact and less loss of resistance, and the transmission will be shorter. And improve the efficiency. And when the current is generated, the electron, and they have more ways to reach the busbar to have less loss. Yeah, when the distance is shorter, the more possibility or easier to reach the electrons to the busbar. In general, the half cell technology. Why it's important? Because this is about the third point, about every half cell they have the parallel connection to reach all the power limit. And when they divide the current, the electricity, the cells proportion is smaller. They have less current, and by meanwhile they have more and power, and they have less problems of the warm up. And they will affect the coefficient of the temperature. This is the scheme that we can observe the temperature of the module and the time. With the generation of the energy, it's the comparison, and allows us to divide the module in two, with the snowing and
aquí en voltaje y corriente,
this is the voltage and the current. This is the major factor that we have to consider, take into account. Like 180, depending on the different quantities. Like with small modules, or for 55, 54. Like they have more incidence in the size of the cells and into the current. The warranties is different. And when they have been put in the hot places, and the differential of the temperature will exceed like 2% compared with the module of 13 one. So that in aim to have less temperature, less size. And at the meanwhile, they can improve or increase directly more efficient, like working on the 182 millimeters with the average of like 6 degrees of temperature. This is what JA Solar has done about the analysis. This is the major module of our product. Talking about the modules, it's Deep Blue 1 version 1. Like 158 wafer volume watts with the market with a different power and the weight. And this is the power efficiency of wafers and cells and cut. Yeah, this is more like have more wider in the market. It's a good option. When this is launched in the market, because there are less quantities of the cells, and it results more attractive. It has more wingspan. It has more wingspan of the share of the market. And this is our actual standard module that we have done a lot of experimentations and with a similar, like it has more compatible with the version 1. And this is the best one for the balance. We can increase the voltage, and every module has its advantages and disadvantages, and we have the different ways to reduce the risk. And there are more like a tracker compatibility, and considering about the temperature. And the 182 like millimeters of wafer is the most for the high efficiency of 2021 for the different pairs. We are connecting with the different cells and the modules with a process, like a suitable process with a microclock. And we are increasing the power with the different areas. The different results and cells with a criterion of acceptation. For the next year, Deep Blue 4.0 with the heterojunction. We have the capacity of 1 and 3 for the. They have the better degradation. The P, yeah, like from the the first year, it's minus than 100% with degradation, with lead. For the benefits of the following years, it's bifacial, like it's with more reliability, with the monopark and monocrystalline, with different albedo. Why we choose Deep Blue 3.0? The first factor is like what Victor said. It's, with 8 teams for the same projects, and the secondly for the capacity for J Solar, the 30 or 40 days we are working on the 3.0. And we had this category, the most biggest category of the industry, and with different configurations to elaborate, make more attractivity for the client customers. Compared with the other adversaries, we have more like volatile. The same as the 1.0 and 2.0. This is the string and chain, is a mature chain. And with the upgraded size and compatibility, the efficiency and the performance, with this kind of like 4 modules, models, with the voltages corresponded. And to be finishing, this is the cost of the balance of the system and the power of the module. We are trying to find the best and optimized BOS, and this is the chart of different energies and variable BOS power module, and the relation. This is more delicate. The trends has to be for all over the projects, and to save all the complications and costs and energies that we have to lose. So this 182 is the best one. This is a comparative. It's the cost of construction and investors, and trackers. For the investment, inverters, the compatibility, estimation of the cost of a project, and the savings in Dubai. Yeah, this is all. Thank you very much for Alan. We have more knowledge about Deep Blue 3.0 panels. So
Antes de pasar al siguiente ponente,
not because the size of modules is bigger, it's not guaranteed to reduce the cost of the plant.
que si no habéis hecho el registro, por favor lo hagáis. Podéis pulsar en el botón de
Now we have to do the registration,
es una información que necesitamos. Muchas gracias.
to do the Spanish.
A otro de los componentes principales de los parques fotovoltaicos.
Now it's all the major components. And now we have the regional sales manager of SMA, the Cesar Science. It's one of the inverter manufacturers with the greatest presence of Latin American market, Cesar. Thank you very much, David. Now I have to I'm going to do the presentation. We can see well. Right? Okay, no problem. Yeah, thanks a lot for the JA Solar's invitation to participate to this webinar. My name is Cesar Sai. I'm working in the SMA in Chile. I'm the regional in charge of the Caribbean market. Yeah, I'm going to talk about the integrated solutions for the solar panels of the big scale, large scale of distribution. Normally, it's talking about 9 megawatts of. There are some interesting data. It's a German company, 100%. Yeah, this year we have achieved like 190 countries. We have the rich experience. We are very proud and tremendous success we have got. A different capacity, power, and 14.4 gigawatts for the capacity supply. And in 18 countries, more than 650 employees. Yeah, we are centralized in the batteries also. We have more than 3,000 employees and more than 650 employees of the post-sales service. And we have all the 1,600 patents given of the technology and innovation. And for the finance, we have more than 1 billion of euros. And EBITDA, we have more than 72 for the gigawatts.
Disculpa, a ver, déjame. Gracias. ¿Ahí se escucha bien? Mejor. Gracias. Ok, un segundo. Voy a aumentar el nivel de... ¿Ahí me escuchas bien? Okay. Sí, va mejorando. Ok, perfecto. Bien, esta es una... Disculpen, voy a volver a la... Esto es una línea de tiempo de los hitos más importantes.
This is for all the benchmarks of the history of the company. The foundation in 87 is he has developed the first transistor inverter for photovoltaics for the commercial use. The victory has been positive and successful. We are not going to talk about in details. And with the triphasic inverters and string inverters and deliver in autonomous electricity supply too. This is SMA portfolio in general with the standardization of Europe and Japanese standardization. We can observe well, there are all the solutions, chargers, oriented to the residential solutions. And with the commercial use and the industrial use for the different segments to large scale. This is the summary for the different photovoltaics, for stocking equipment associated for the energy. I want to mention of the solutions like decentralized, high power. Like there are like outstanding characters and features is developed already of the density and the power and the installation and comply with requirements and versatile, different compatibility and multifunctional and in the small scale and with 20 and 30 megawatts with the centralized solutions. There are different lines, semi-central. With the sunny center up, there are two families, like two. The small ones, subordinate, smaller and controversial. So it's the small like 4 modules for different models, different megawatts. The biggest family is the like 4,000 and 4,200, 400 and 600. This kind of centralized solution, the advantage is they can integrate. They can be integrated in the same like with the most powerful and easiest installation and transportation and the mounting. We can observe in this small volume, and one of them they have each like high power, like medium voltage power station, like easier mounted in mounting assembly, like 8 versions of models and different inverters. And all the major features, the power stack is the like 4.6 megawatts. I will talk about the IGBTs, new generation. Basically, is the transistors, bipolar, with the alternative electricity or current used with dissipate optimizations, optimized with the enemy of the electric products. So this is crucial that they can work on their ideal temperature, and they have the normal range. Within normal range, they have the normal life of 25 or 30 like years of the normal life cycle or longevity. And the major theme is how to reach the smaller size. That's why we have the only 4.6 megawatts. And for the filters, this is the bank of inductor with the major tension and the major current. This is about the reliability and the refrigeration. They are not compatible with the liquid and the air conditioner. This is only the natural ventilator to achieve the normal temperature, the cabinet. This is the frontal view of the principal features. This is a small screen. It's functional. This is has occupied the visualize about the interface. There is always a way to observe. they have available use access for the user. This is the C part, DC access. Yeah, from below we can connect the cables. And we can connect all the, and this is where the air goes out, the exit air. And the other side is the how they can. This is optimized for the airs, for the more probability for the air intakes, like encounter of the conversion. For the gravity, they can come down and to go out from the other side. This is the excess of condensation. This is the AC excess air condition. They have the minimum loss of the energy. And this is the interrupter, AC breaker. This is the AC connection, and with the compensation filter. Internally, there are like 3 modules of power. From the topology, there is other reasons that see if it's less probably, but if one of them fails, we can change them even when they are hot. This is the ventilation topology. This is B6 of topology. This means that in every of the module of them, like there are 3, like triphasic, independently working on the like per 1200 volts. That's why it's the stocking voltage is designed with 38%, and the series is with a system of 1500 volts. And this is designed and fabricated with the simple use and simple service and fast service. The strike serve. It's very simple to verify all the modules. And with the design, they don't use the breakers. We just use strike serve. Is the name. With the electrical charge, like this secures the risk of the electricity. So avoid.
Me quedan 2 slides. Con eso termino. Una por cada slide.
This is the last page. With respect to the solutions of the containers, I've talked about this, and this is ultra compact, 20 feet. For the transportation, and we can use the ship, and with the truck, and they can use easily to transport. It's only one part of the product. It's the standardization. The European and American, and Japanese, the inverter comply with the local standardization. With the 3 like standardizations. This is designed to minimize the cost of energy. For our market is organic, for the transformer, switch gear. We have taken in charge for the to supplying for the different and below of the machine there is the transformer. This is a KNAN. This is an organic oil. This is auxiliary function for the trackers and for the other systems for the alimentation, extra alimentation. It's a distribution in general for the inverter, an oil containment, transformer, and compartment. The auxiliary to release the tension. This is, any question you can talk with me. Thank you for the presentation and for your anniversary. Congratulations. Now we have to welcome the Olivia Malagon to hear the opinion of one of the certificates. The technical, thank you for your time. I'm the technical sales manager of North America, Latin America, of Architect. So for the last component of the webinar, I have to resume all the, for the last component of the tracker, I have to introduce. Now I will start with the presentation. The principal idea, the major idea is with this kind of innovations of high optimization and high efficiency, how our product like tracker, electrically and mechanically, how they can combine against the changes of the market. Specifically, we have to anticipate. It's like architecture. It's reliable and steady, stable within this kind of market. We are all looking forward to reduce the energy. First of all, is the design. Then they can allow us to reduce the energy with the smaller size. They can within maximize the quantity of trackers, like the reduction of the trackers, and they can increase at the same time the power to secure and ensure that the reliability of the system, and they can achieve all the details of the tunnels of the. Now is the era of the high power large modules. This is the launching of the Architect Deep Blue, the JAD Blue. The impact on the trackers is the length and the width. We have to adapt this kind of ranges and the dimensions. We have to know what is the coefficients of the range of these charts, like one vertical module or one horizontal module. Like this is the panels and stream. Physically also, for the electricity, for the more power generated and more voltage we generated. So we have to add more power quantity or strings, approximately like during 1 year or years. So that's why mechanically we have to extend the length and the width Why? Because the modules has increased in size, and trackers they have to support and connect the electricity with between the tracker and the panels. And about the solution, about the Sky Smart, we have to give the highlight to the combining the best features, because one is the vertical and the other is different. How they can like stand the wind blows or bifacial modules, how they can combine each other, like architecture also have to consider. We have reached to the system of the Sky Smart, like they combine two vertical modules, like entering in details. They are like 4 strings and 160 modules, and they are more powerful in the tracker. If we have more area of reaction, because we have the wind, different wind, because the bigger of the size, the bigger will be the bigger impact of the wind. So that's why we have developed the system of the modules, like they can separate 2 fixed points, and the distance within between the fixed and the flexible one. And instead of being rigid, we have the more flexibility of the stove system. Like this is the manners of module of different sections, depending on the different speed and velocity of wind. We have to know which is the velocity of the projects according to the coordinations, according to the country's location. They have the critical solution limit. And that's why we have to design one tracker that they can stabilize and bigger than the wind limit speed. So that's why between the different points and the free points or the fixed point, this is the new generation. We have trust. We are confident in rigid trackers, the new generation. They are compatible with the variable ones in the market. Specifically talking about Chile, they have the regular ones and for the transportation. I'm using the bifacial modules. Like they have 2 different size of vertical module that they can combine to save the space. We can do this kind of adaptations, and some are bigger or smaller or shorter, longer. All of this design, they are like very comprehensive. This is the transition of elasticity, of the correct manners of the thoughts. The tracker is like flexible, and they have the different angles of impact of the wind. That's why we have to coordinate. Like one part of the torque, all of the details we have to show in the tunnel analysis of the wind. That's why I have the CPP, the 2D simulation test, like empirical, like practical elasticity data. They are like of the products. This is simulation of traditional and novel from about how to investigate the speed of the modules, the positions of the security, and about the convenience, about the structure, architecture, and we have to ensure that trackers has not been through any damage, and they can perform and with different velocities, different to reach the different extreme conditions with the compatibility, competitive advantages. It's the one in portrait and two in portrait also, the smart, Sky Smart, the custom lens. Because they are doing the customized measures about different measures and different personalized combination, the best combination with the posterior, like following design and combination can achieve the maximum optimization. We can raise the cost, but we have also to adapt the like 20% of the slope adaptability, the record. From the same string, we have to increase the tracker and consumption. And they don't need any like alimentation, any feed. And to do the movement, they don't require any energy. The advantages and the floor. We have to define how is the tracker that is convenient for us, like not only for the one portrait or two portraits. Like there are challenges, terrain undulation and limited stability, high cost. Like we have to reduce the variation of the terrains. And for the relation of the price and power, the market bifaciality. And we have to reduce the cost of the installation, also consider. We have to use all the useful resources and in general, globally, have all the extensions with the trackers. It's the 400 megawatts in Chile, in Colombia also. We have all the in Chile. It's Chile is a special market for the installation. According to the conditions of different market requirement. And we have a complete team of the engineering and business and post-sale and with administration of projects and management. That's why we have the integrated pre- and after-sale services. And for the installation also. The general info of Arctech is founded in 2009. And about specifically capacity of production and different trackers and the factories and the production line in-house and laboratories We believe that this is a very important compatibility, and we have achieved, accomplished all the collaborations with all the investors. And there are my information, telephone, and email for any doubts. We can work together. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thanks very much, Olivia. Yeah, we have finished with all the components, and now we can work on the laboratories and certifications with the great experience in Latin America. We give the chance to Mr. Sheriff Carrier, CEO and President of the RETC, and Mr. Chang. And then,
thank you, David. Thank you, JA Solar team, for inviting us to this webinar.
Gracias mucho por organizar este webinar.
The presentation right now. Can you see my presentation?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for the time and the opportunity to present with JA Solar and the great panel that is presenting today to this really important topics of product quality and reliability. A little bit about Daniel and I. So we founded the company here at RETC in 2009. We introduced the first global reliability test protocol that assessed module durability for 25 years. Daniel has had a tremendous experience in the industry and at various module manufacturers, tier 1, and for the past decade or so. So we'll just skip really quickly. So RETC has been around since 2009. We introduced, we've always been a certification laboratory, and we introduced, as I mentioned, the first consolidated industry reliability test protocol. We call it the Thresher test. We established that in 2010. We set up our first outdoor test site in 2012, and since then we expanded to various regions in the Philippines. We're in Los Andes. We have a test site there. And we have also a test site in the Philippines, and we had other sites in India and a few other places, including working on other sites in Asia. We have introduced our energy storage testing in 2018, and we published our PV module index, which ranks the top module manufacturers starting in 2019, and we'll have something on that at the end of this presentation. So the Thresher test is essentially a collection of rigorous durability vetting protocols that assess the module quality and durability for its life. So as JA Solar, for instance, introduces these products to the industry and to the market, they provide warranty for 25 years, performance warranty for 25 years. So what we do is we take the products, we work very closely with JA Solar. Before a product actually makes it to the field, before anybody actually gets to see it, they go through some rigorous testing internally, certification testing, internal reliability testing. Then they provide modules to us. We work with them closely to get those modules, and we test them at our laboratories. And we go well beyond the certification requirements, and we assess their quality and reliability and the likelihood that those modules are going to perform very well for a long period of time, essentially for 25 years. So the Thresher test essentially includes the durability component, which is the module works well today, but how well is it going to stay working well for a long time in terms of the actual physical characteristics of the module and the reliability. We look at the performance of the module so that the developers are able to model the performance of that module in a variety of different regions and locations and predict the energy yield over a long period of time. We look at another topic that's really important, the backsheet durability. And of course, now with the advent of the bifacial double glass constructions, like for instance, for many of JA Solar's bifacial products, that's no longer an issue. The product tends to be very, very good. And of course, we look at other component validations and reliability risks, such as junction boxes, connectors, and etc. And so as new technologies are developed, tests that normally are easy and pass without any issues tend to start to fail. So for instance, as modules get large, the amount of stress on the frame and on the glass under high wind conditions and high snow conditions increases dramatically. And these are things that we look for. These are not JA Solar modules, but these are the type of failures that we look for, and the type of stresses that we subject modules through. And of course, JA Solar did very well in all of these tests. This is the total, the complete Thresher test protocol. As you can see, it includes a variety of different tests, from the backsheet durability protocol, which is a very long test. It takes about 4.5 months to complete. It's extremely difficult to pass, and JA Solar has done historically very well on these. And there's the main module durability protocol, which includes your damp heat, thermal cycling, the mechanical stress sequence, etc. And then there are other tests. So there's the UV exposure, there's the PAN file, which is the performance test, the hail durability test. A lot of regions have very strong hail events, which tend to destroy modules. So we always look at whether how the modules are going to be doing in there. And then we look at other tests, other stresses as well, like for instance with LETID, which is a problem that showed up with monoPERC cells in the early days of that technology, which JA Solar has always done well on. And now I'll let my colleague Daniel Chang present the rest of the slides.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone here. Thank you, JA Solar, for organizing this again. What I wanted to just talk about here, and I'll talk a little slower just because I know the audience may not all speak English. The truth of the matter is, in today's standards, the 25 millimeter hail is considered the norm for what modules are considered for hail durability. And unfortunately, what we are seeing in today's installations is 25 millimeter hail is no longer as common as normal as it used to be. The hail sizes are all now, especially in the hail prone regions, marked in this map in red. And I'm sure there's some actually that are close to Chile as well, where the hail size is actually closer to 50 millimeters, so double. And especially when modules are getting larger and thinner glass is being used, oftentimes it can lead to catastrophic damages like this one, as you can see in the picture. The problem is not just glass breaking. The problem is what happens to modules that don't have breakage in the glass, but actually have a visual appearance of being normal. It's the problem that we see in the cell breaking after these hail events happen. So through our hail durability test that we introduced earlier this year, we actually are able to understand the effects of the hail on the cells. And by categorizing it through different cases, we're able to classify them as different classes. So for example, if we hit the module with a larger size hail, of course, if you look here, all the cases are actually larger than 25. You can see it starts from 35 millimeter all the way to 65 millimeter. And we have specific points in the module that we impact with hail. And then we categorize it afterwards by understanding what type of cracks have actually happened. So you can see in this chart, we have a class A, B, C, and D on the left. And this is understood by visually seeing on the EL electroluminescence testing what type of cracks have occurred after such hail impact cases. And as you can see, the type of cracks can be anywhere from non-critical, the green, all the way to very critical. And the very critical cracks are actually representing cracks that we see as problems in the future, where after 25 years in the module that is installed in the field, it can create power losses. What we consider not so critical on the left are cracks that do occur after, you know, some hail may hit it, but it will not create as a catastrophic damage and power loss as it would for the very critical. And by understanding how many of those happen here and there, we will classify it as a class A or B. So obviously we want to make sure that we can, you know, talk about all the results. We see a lot of modules. We see all of the top tier modules. We have been testing JA modules, JA solar modules for many years. And we want to tell the world about the advancements in quality that manufacturers are taking care of. And so JA Solar has actually been a high achiever for our program that we have every year and again, this year they also became a high achiever. They did a very good job in these categories. I forgot what these represent, Sharif. They're in Spanish, so. Yeah, you're on mute, by the way. So. But anyway,
sorry, I was muted. Yeah. It's reliability, performance, and quality.
Yes. So we translated this to Spanish for the audience, but obviously we have seen RET JA Solar perform in the highest
muted,
categories. We've seen we've seen JA Solar perform in the highest of.
We can't hear you, Daniel. I think we lost your sound.
Really? Okay.
So maybe we're having technical difficulties. I'll just finish for Daniel.
Yeah.
So essentially, what Daniel was saying is, in this program, we tested roughly about 48 or 50 module manufacturers, about 300 products, and we only recognized 5 module manufacturers as top performers. And that's not because we just didn't want to recognize additional ones. It's just that the criteria is very, very high. It's very strict to be able to come up at the top of the list. And JA Solar has been able to do that. It's a great accomplishment and a great testament to the quality and the efforts in designing good modules by the JA Solar team worldwide. So thank you very much for allowing us to participate in this. And if you have any questions, please do feel free to reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to answer your questions at this webinar and after the webinar. Thank you, David.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Sharif and Mr. Chang, for the presentation. Una vez acabadas las presentaciones, permítanos poner un último vídeo acerca del estado del mercado chileno. Please, Jill, go ahead.
JA Solar, el líder global en la industria fotovoltaica, ha establecido una cadena industrial verticalmente integrada que cubre lingotes de silicio, obleas, células, módulos y plantas de energía fotovoltaica. Con su excelente historial, buenas condiciones financieras y una notable reputación en la industria, JA Solar ha sido incluida entre las mejores 500 empresas de nueva energía a nivel mundial y en la Fortune China 500 durante muchos años. Y está calificada por Bloomberg NEF como 100% financiable. En el segundo trimestre de 2020, el envío acumulado de la empresa ha alcanzado 50 gigawatts, ha mantenido el segundo lugar en el ranking global de envíos de módulos durante 2 años, ocupando alrededor del 8.5% del mercado global. Mientras el enfoque es el desarrollo de la empresa, JA Solar tiene un fuerte compromiso para ayudar a los necesitados. Ha efectuado donaciones para establecer escuelas y ayudar a las personas a luchar contra enfermedades. También ha donado sistemas de energía fotovoltaica para ayudar a personas en lugares remotos y desolados a resolver el problema de escasez de electricidad. Dedicándose a la investigación y desarrollo de productos fotovoltaicos de alto rendimiento, JA Solar constantemente ha logrado avances y nuevos hitos para convertirse en un líder global en la industria fotovoltaica. En 2019, el envío acumulado de sus productos PERC de alta eficacia ha alcanzado 13 gigawatts. Es la primera empresa en fabricar todos sus módulos con tecnología de resistencia PID. Actualmente, JA Solar tiene 12 fábricas de manufactura, más de 33.000 clientes en más de 120 países y ha establecido alianzas estratégicas con corporaciones líderes locales y globales en la industria. Ha suministrado módulos para proyectos en mercados fotovoltaicos desarrollados que incluyen a Estados Unidos, Europa y México. Las operaciones comerciales de JA Solar abarcan variados mercados que van desde mercados residenciales, comerciales, industriales y de servicios públicos. La distribución del mercado en la región de América Latina consta de 3 segmentos cuya base se encuentra en México, Chile y Brasil y sus respectivas regiones circundantes. La empresa ha creado un equipo integral de ventas y servicios que consta de un equipo técnico y de ventas localizados y un equipo de apoyo de soporte administrativo en la oficina matriz para ofrecer los mejores resultados a nuestros socios y clientes. Con el fin de proporcionar la entrega de productos y servicios a tiempo, JA Solar ha establecido una sucursal en Brasil y abrirá sucursales en Chile y México para cubrir toda el área de América Latina. Y está planificando la creación de almacenes en Brasil, con los que dispondrá de un inventario estratégico de módulos, componentes y materiales de reserva para satisfacer la demanda diversificada de sus clientes con el fin de mejorar la eficiencia del servicio y reducir los costos de almacenamiento. Los módulos de JA Solar han recibido las certificaciones de instituciones locales externas, entre ellas Retier en Colombia e Inmetro en Brasil, y la compañía promete servicios de seguros adicionales para garantizar los intereses de inversores y clientes. Para asegurar que el cliente tenga la mejor experiencia, JA Solar proporciona a los clientes un servicio de preventa que incluye la introducción de productos y tecnología, orientación para la selección de productos, apoyo remoto para el diseño del sistema y simulación de generación del sistema, y servicio de postventa que incluye capacitación y orientación para la instalación a distancia, solución de problemas a distancia del sistema fotovoltaico y respuesta y solución de problemas con prontitud. Desde su ingreso al mercado de Chile en 2016, JA Solar ha obtenido un alto rendimiento de la industria y sus ventas al sector de la distribución han ido en aumento durante 5 años consecutivos. Con su sólida reputación en la industria, las operaciones de JA Solar se expanden a un ritmo rápido en toda la región de América Latina.
Buenas de nuevo. Vamos a pasar a
Again,
la parte de preguntas y respuestas.
we are going
Vamos a
to
comenzar con RETC.
ask some questions. There's the RETC.
Mr. Daniel, how do you see large modules in terms of performance and reliability?
¿Cómo ven los módulos de gran tamaño en términos de rendimiento y fiabilidad? Desde el punto de vista de desarrollo de la industria, ¿cuáles son las principales dificultades en el uso y adaptación de los módulos de gran tamaño? Gracias. Y para módulos de gran tamaño, y tiene que tener más resistencia para viento, y tiene más tensión, ¿no? al marco. Entonces tiene que poner más tensión al marco. Para módulos grandes, cuando están lanzados al mercado, y habían fallado, pero sin embargo, las manufacturas han rectificado para que tienen más apoyo y los marcos, a la vez, los marcos están siendo más finos. Entonces, la aplicación de traques van a ser pues menores tamaños. Y entonces descubrió mucho problema. Entonces extendió la exportación. Y han ganado un poco de mercado, la confianza para exportar. Entonces, hablando de adaptación, el rendimiento de este tipo de módulos y tiene mucho output de alta eficiencia, mucha salida, eficiencia. Y en toda la configuración de laboratorio también han demostrado como a la exposición de la humedad, para la humedad. Entonces dependiendo de si está en la misma zona área o no. Entonces depende de la frecuencia de utilización. And the second one, la proporción de mercado exterior es una parte importante de las ventas de empresas líderes en el mercado. ¿Tiene alguna estrategia específica para ayudar a las empresas chinas a conseguir mayor cuota del mercado? Y lo que considero que lo más importante es que los manufacturas de China están utilizando los productos de alta calidad. Y muchas manufacturas, sin embargo, no tienen tanta calidad. En este caso el más reconocido, la marca más reconocida, JA Solar, y ellos mismos están haciendo exámenes previos para conseguir la independencia de los módulos. Entonces, la construcción de este tipo de productos tiene mucha validación. Y además, nosotros no hemos ganado nada haciendo el test. Entonces, para la fase de laboratorio, hemos validado la utilidad Entonces, pero el mutuo, el examen mutuo múltiple para hacerlo, pues también valida el producto, pero la premisa es que ellos mismos pueden validar el producto. Now we are going to ask the J Solar's question. The first one, how do you balance between increasing and the silicon wafer size and reducing the cost of BOS? It's a little bit specific. Yeah, no problem. For sure. This is analysis of the industry.
Nosotros lo que buscamos pues es un balance entre la mejor potencia que podemos dar a nuestro cliente. También una limitante muy importante para nosotros es que esa potencia pues podamos seguir.
The limitation that with this power we can send like efficiently of kilowatts of one container of the logistic. There are some challenges also, and the perspective for now is because now are increasing a lot of the transportation fees and logistic fees for the higher quality. We don't want to affect the productive processes. And this kind of 182 millimeters allows us to have qualified modules. For the last detail is like we have to take into account is the BOC and the current electricity. The less BOC is more attractive to the customer to change the larger or smaller like result. And they can help with the final BOS in this manner. But we can't put apart the thing that Daniel and what we have to take into account the reliability of the modules. Although they are more like complicated, but we have to do all the analysis about the settings to achieve the ideal one. This is our job. Within this manner, we can achieve the factories like parameters, alternatives for the market, like for the customers. So in every aspect, we have the positive factors that like we have to consider.
Víctor, ¿quieres añadir algo? Porque la siguiente pregunta va enfocada a algo parecido a esto, que es a ver si nos podías explicar un poquito mejor cómo la tecnología de 11 barras colectoras.
Now, how does the 11 like half bar technology improve to increase the power of the module and reduce the levelized cost of energy? I want to complete what said Alan with the cost of logistics. We have considered that we have observed like the power panels. They have less container like capacity, and this is the major factor that I have to consider when we are transporting the marine over the sea on the ships, and this will help to reduce the cost. Although the large-scale power panels has other advantages, but for the smaller ones, also are affected by the manners of the electricity and current. and the integration also. And they have the bigger size and require more machines. And this is the factor we have to consider. Thank you a lot. And yeah, for the first question for SMA is with the increase of power of modules, the selection of the inverters is increasingly difficult. What factors must be taken into account when choosing the best inverter? Thank you a lot. This is an interesting question. We remind you that for the latest years, the technologies, the era of the 500, we had to readjust the BOC. So my experience is more like a series module for the strings, and they have less loss of energy, and etc. Today, what we are doing is we cannot anticipate a lot, but we are transformer the different types, and this recent type allows us to save the energies and to be more competitive. For the second one, Olivia, for architecture, so one vertical or double vertical is the most suitable. A single vertical for the configuration or settings for the customers, and we have to study specifically about the studies and how is the terrain, and how is the wind, how is the module, and how we can support the 300 volts, and we have to readjust. So both of the system they can adapt, and 1P or 2P they can adjust, adapt. So what I can say is depending on the project, and when we are going into details, we can optimize in both and posts. This is the major points, and after we can reduce to the post quantities, and we can reduce the resources, necessary resources for the adaptation, and that's all. And we don't have more time, and we have to for making this webinar possible and making every effort to. Thank you very much for all the colleagues. Thank you very much. Y para la explicación, muchas gracias. Thank you very much for all the public participants. And I know that essentially for the organization, and we're looking forward to see each other for next time after the webinar. Okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Bye.